So today's video is a little bit different again than like what we usually do. I have two cameras filming me, so it's gonna be a pretty hard edit. So yeah, I'm just got no makeup on. I'm just gonna get ready because I'm running late. I mean, what's more ADHD than that? And I've only just dried my hair. Like, really, don't mind the roots, but I've only just dried my hair. Quickly grabbed a drink, set myself up in my sister's room. And let's just say I'm running late, so I've got to stop talking and I've got to get some makeup on. And I'll see you in a minute when the video gets going. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Wah! So for today's video we are doing a collab with a lady who also has a YouTube channel and an Instagram that is hugely inspiring. She also has ADHD. I am going to be dropping the links down below. Is nothing working for you either? No, that's exactly how my camera has been. I've literally been trying to get it to focus, but it's just not playing ball today. It's all good anyway. If not, I'm pretty sure I'm recording, so should be good. It's all good. Just don't worry about it. It's all good. It's recording. So I've just got to jump in here and say, guess what? It did not screen record, so I only have the audio of Mrs. P and her ADHD. I do not have her intro or the start of this collab. So what I'm going to have to do is just jump straight into when I ended up having to film the camera filming the screen, because I just couldn't, the recording just wouldn't work, so I just had to kind of just go with it now. So I'm going to play a little bit of audio, me answering some questions, and then I'm just going to jump straight into Jo, who aka is Mrs. P, and her ADHD, so you guys can hear us have a chat, okay? I'm so sorry. So on the screen is Mrs. P and her ADHD's YouTube channel. Go follow that. Yeah, I mean, I was kicked out of school, excluded all the time, and like she said, like sometimes it was she didn't like me, but she loved me. I mean, my mum's got bipolar, so she's in the same boat as like you. She never kind of had the routine. She never was able to kind of, you know, understand what's going on with herself. So she always had that, I could be a better parent, I could do this, and she's always blamed herself for giving me ADHD. I mean, you can't, but you know, she always thinks, oh, if I didn't have bipolar I could have been a better mum, and she might not have had ADHD. So my mum's definitely, you know, like you, where she can see it from my point of view, which is great. So like I just think you're amazing, because I can imagine just how hard being a parent with ADHD is. We ran on pure energy. Sorry, yeah, I keep interrupting. Yeah, so my mum, they kind of knew something was wrong with me. They've always said, not wrong, but they always knew, why aren't you doing that? Because I didn't sleep. I've always slept in my mum's room, and I'm 22 now and I still sleep in my mum's room on the floor because I just can't be on my own. And that's cool, you know, I've come to terms with that, you know, but we are having a log cabin built outside for me as like a chill kind of space, so I do have my own room. But yeah, my mum and dad decided that me being diagnosed when I was younger, like you say, it wasn't around then. It wasn't very much like girls were very much didn't have it, you know, girls can't have ADHD. It's not like that. Teachers were constantly saying, you know, Miss Brooks, there's, you know, your daughter's behaviour is not normal. But because I wanted to be in the military police, it was very much like, no, we're not gonna. My mum and dad, it could ruin your career, and they knew how much I wanted to go in the military, so that's why. I mean, I was diagnosed at 22, but I made the call. But yeah, I can just imagine how hard it is though. It's crazy. know, I don't know if you saw on my blog a few months ago, I put something up, it was a meme actually, about oh, I don't know, I'll put it on, I'll edit it in. It was like this girl, she's in the bottom of the water, and it said ADHD adult something, and this weird woman, like, she's apparently an advocate for ADHD and autism, and the things that she was saying, I was just thinking, no way can you classify yourself as an advocate. You know, me personally, I feel that you're a great advocate, because you don't come across that you're patronising, you don't say no, you're wrong, I'm right. But there's a lot of people out there that do generally feel that they're right all the time, and I just want to say, like, how the hell do you think that you're an influencer or like an advocate? To me, you're a bully. Do you know what I mean? So my reply was, okay, you know, why don't you teach me and educate me rather than bully me? Do you know, there's so many people that, like I say, that they're advocates, but they're really not. And it's like, if you want to raise awareness of ADHD, you really need to make it, I don't know, unique, and that's what I find hard.
It's wrong.
No, I totally get that, because I mean, there's so many people out there that just want arguments, you know, disillusion you and say, no, it's not that. So I've just learned now just to not get involved. It's the most easiest way.
Yeah, it is, and I think you need to be vulnerable in yourself. I've just found this amazing woman called Brené Brown, and she's American, and I'm studying to be a coach in the States, virtually, obviously. And I found her on YouTube, or it was a podcast or something like that. Anyway, she said something or other, and I thought, oh, that'd be great to tell the class. And like, her name's Brené something or other, and they were like, yeah, Brené Brown. So, oh, okay, maybe she's massive over there. And she's amazing, and she talks about vulnerability and shame, and I think she's definitely ADHD herself. But I think vulnerability is definitely associated with us, especially shame. Do you know what I mean? We feel shame all the time. I feel shame for my past. And she also says about speaking, you know, telling your story and being vulnerable in telling your story. And that's what I did. And I did tell my story. And yeah, I'm a former drug addict. Do you know what I mean? I'm quite blunt when I say it, but it was because I was undiagnosed. It's not an excuse.
No.
At all.
It's an answer.
I'm not saying it is. Yeah, it was a reason why I had a drug addiction for 10 years.
Yeah, no, and then, I mean, that makes total sense. I mean, my book's coming out, like, next month, and it's like, I look back, and some of the things I've done, I'm ashamed of doing, you know, but the thing is, I can't change that now. The only thing that I can do is educate others to make better choices. And that's what my YouTube, and that's what you're doing. You're trying to just help people. You're not telling them, you know, don't do it, that's right, that's wrong. You're just trying to tell them, I've been there, I've done it, this is what happened. And, you know, I would prefer you not to do that, but if you do, I'm here for you, kind of thing. Do you know, where are you from?
We're in Surrey, near Heathrow Airport.
Oh, so you're not too far from me, really. I'm in Portsmouth, but there's a place called Motivate. It's like a voluntary, they're run by a charity, and they help kids and, like, the community. And they were saying the amount of, like, kids that come and they say, we just want you to tell us not to do it, because they want an argument, and they want it because their parents are saying no, no, no. But when they come there, like, Motivate is saying to them, we can teach you how to use drugs safely. We are not here to tell you don't do it. We're here to simply say, if you're going to do it, because we know you're going to do it, but here's how to do it safely. That's all you can do. You can't literally make people not do something. Do you know what I mean? It's really difficult.
Yeah, and I think with young people, I know from my older two, if you say, oh, don't do this, don't do that, what are they going to do? They're going to go and do it. You know, so I think parents just have to accept that their children, they are going to try drugs.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to do it. You know, it's just life now, isn't it?
It's inevitable, isn't it?
Drugs.
Sorry, I'm just fixing the camera because there you go. Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I'm very honest, and I haven't tried drugs, and I'm thankful that I've not done that. But there were times that I would have just done it just to fit in. because I always felt outside that circle. Because with ADHD, well, mine anyway, it's not everyone, but with mine it's very much like I have a hard time making friends and keeping friends. So when I do, you want to do anything you can to keep them. And it's difficult when, like you say, it's drugs are something that are recreational, and you're never going to stop someone doing it if they want to do it.
No. I mean, it depends though why they're doing it. Do you know what I mean? Like in my case, I was doing it because, our brains just want that constant stimulation all the time, and we're dopamine chasers, so we're going to get it through food, through drugs, through whatever way we can get it. And if you're undiagnosed, you'll probably end up going down the alcohol, drugs, to stimulate the brain.
I mean, the lady that diagnosed me, I had to pay private because like the NHS were just, they were just taking their sweet merry time. But I had to pay private, and the lady that I saw said, pills don't give you skills, you've got to learn them. And I used to think, what does she mean by that? Like you said, like, I didn't know what she meant. I thought, you're going to take this, we're just going to take this and ADHD's going to go away. And I sold the car because I knew I couldn't learn from it until I learned how to cope and how to put mechanisms in the way. I was never going to learn. So I had to sell the car because I would have been dead, or I would have killed somebody else. Yeah,
I think it's not even about when you've got ADHD, it's not even about peer pressure. Do you know what I mean? It's about, like you said, about fitting in. I mean, I'm, nearly 46 years old, and I still have problems with friendships and keeping friends and upsetting people, and because I can be a pain in the arse. I'm being blatantly honest. I'm hard work. I am hard work. And yeah, I've lost a lot of friends for it. But I would say, well, all my friends are either undiagnosed or diagnosed. I think we just attract each other.
Oh, 100%, 100%. I mean, one of my old best friends, she had I'm not going to slate her, but she definitely had something. As soon as she got a boyfriend, it was very much, that's her life. And she dropped everyone else around her. And I mean, we were best friends for like 4 or 5 years, and it was just very hard for me. So I've always been searching for the same friend in someone else. And I mean, I've never found that, but I've never found a friend either. Like, I've never found anyone that could help me, because around my way, I know everyone from school, because where I live is it's like a little town, and everyone either knows me through someone else's bad reputation, or that they've given me, or they just don't like me through school because I was a weirdo. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a weirdo. So trying to find a friend that actually understands you is bloody hard. You're an alien, you're left on your own. But since meeting people like you and other people on this community online, it's just, you realise that you're not the only one, but everyone seems to live in America. I mean, it's either I move to America and feel normal, or I stay here and just feel like an alien. So
that is so true. Honestly, that is so true. Like, where I'm doing my course, and obviously they're all from America, but yeah, they get it. Do you know what I mean? They straight away. There is no, I'm terrible with accents. I don't know what you're like, but I can pick them up just like that. And it looks like I'm taking the mickey, but I'm not. I just can't help it. And it's, I've always been like it. But we went to the ADHD Foundation conference last year. And we thought, you know what, we go all out. We go first class, we do this, we do that. So we're sitting on the train, first class, and I'd already said to my business partner, Katie, who understands my ADHD. She knows my behaviours. She knows me inside out, right? So we got on the train, and the hostess, or whatever she's called, came down with the lunch, and she was, said in this really strong Liverpool accent, what would you like for lunch? And I've just sort of looked at her, and I've looked at Katie, and Katie's going, you dare. I swear to God. But the more she said it, the more I wanted, do you know what I mean? The more I wanted to do this Liverpool accent. So literally, by the time we came home, Yeah, I was a scouser. I swear to God, I can't, especially at the moment. Like, I was like...
I get you so much. Oh, do you know what? I think it's so strange, but like, if I pick up on the way someone speaks, right? On the TV, if I'm watching something and someone's speaking a little bit out the side of their mouth, I randomly start doing it myself. Oh, the dogs are coming in now. Binks, go away. Yeah, I randomly just start doing it myself. So I'm talking with a lisp. And I'm like, I don't even have a bloody lisp. Why am I speaking like that? It's just, and I'm like, oh my, and then people, like you say, people start thinking, are you doing that to take the mick out of me? But I'm not. I'm just so fascinated by people's mouths and the way that they speak and the way that they move their lips. I mimic it. People, dogs and people just get on my nerves.
Oh, people. I don't do people. Oh, people. Just leave me alone.
Do they not know what 2 meters?
Down again, please.
I know. Do they not know what 2 meters mean? Where do they
what a face mask looks like?
But it's like people just don't understand. I mean, I don't know. I mean, us ADHDers, I would have thought it would have been hard for us to kind of deal with it. But I like just being in my own bubble. I like dealing. This whole lockdown thing. I'm sat like, Boris, please make us lock down, please, Boris. Like, I'm like, please. I like it. I like the excuse of just having to stay in.
Yeah, I do. But, I mean, my neighbour was the first girl diagnosed in the UK.
Oh, wow. So
she's older than me. And she was diagnosed at Great Ormond Street when she was like 8 or 9. And we get on like a hat. Honestly, if it wasn't for her during lockdown, I don't think I would have gone. I would have lost the plot. And she was like, just think of it like this, right? So we're ADHD. We have been prepared for this all our lives. And I'm like, what are you going on about? She's like, I have a loft full of stuff. Like, oh yeah, I'm going to like start making clothes. So I have a brand new sewing machine and I have this. So it's all there. Do you know what I mean? Or I'm going to be an artist. I have loads of canvases and paint in the loft that I've never used.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but don't do people. So really, we are prepared for this.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
I mean, I've got so many YouTube ideas, right? I've brought slime. I've brought loads of stuff to make my own, like sensory toys. I've got everything. I've even got like those science goggles. I've got everything. So I wanted to start this like science visualization of what ADHD is. Have I used any of it? No. It cost me so much money. It's just sat in the cupboard, and I look at it and I think, I can't be bothered to do that. And I just think, bloody hell, what have I done?
Honestly, I think that's like the shiny aspect. Like when we go in a shop, like my husband will say, right, okay, can you... So he's a recent amputee, and I have to go to the shop for him. So he's like, can you get me a newspaper, tobacco, and some Coke? Like cans of Coke, obviously.
Oh.
And so I
Let's
just go in the shop. Yeah, just put it out there. So I used to go into Tesco's or whatever and come back with a mop. Where's the newspaper? Where's the cans of Coke? Or where's my tobacco? It's like, yeah, but look at this mop. Like, it's this new mop and it spins and... Yeah, but that's fine. But where's my stuff? Oh, yeah. And then I have to go back to Tesco's.
Honestly, that is so me. It's crazy. Honestly, it's so funny. I've been trying to do some Christmas shopping, and it's like I've written a list of what I want to get my sister, what I want to get my mum and dad. I literally go to Boots to do this 3 for 2 where, my mum likes Soap and Glory. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I go in there and I end up buying myself like I don't even know how to cure something, and I'm like, I don't even have a Faruka, but I just was interested in doing it. And I end up with stuff, and my mum's like, so did you get what you wanted to? And I was like, no, I've got to go back tomorrow. Or I just end up buying people too much.
That's my worst.
We're over generous, honestly. People don't realise how generous we are. And it's like, I just don't understand how people can assume that we're all just arseholes because we have like challenging behaviour. But if you challenge us, yeah, of course we're going to have a bit of attitude. Like, who doesn't? But because we got that like ADHD, people just assume that we're just going to be like downright antisocial kids and parents and whatever. But yeah, it's just, ADHD is just fun, isn't it?
Sometimes.
I mean, sometimes I wouldn't change it.
I wouldn't change. Someone did say to me, if someone came along with a magic wand and you could say, you know, whether you have ADHD or not, they can take your ADHD away. It's like, no, you're not taking it away from me. Like, it can be a pain in the arse. I'm, you know, not going to lie. It can.
Oh, yeah.
But, you know, there's, I think the positives outweigh the negatives of it.
I mean, I'm on an amphetamine that's controlled and I can eat whatever I want, right? And I don't put no weight on. I end up losing it. Like, I don't want to get rid of that. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? That's the best positive you can get out there.